Hello, my name is Lindsay Walsh and I am a Mary Baldwin University student. I just wanted to talk to you guys today about some external governance and let you know the folks that I surveyed. So here in the yellow, that's yours truly. And then I have Mr. Jay Austin, who is a property manager in Stanton, Virginia. I have Mr. Matt Casto, who is the head distiller at Devil's Backbone Distillery. And then I also have Daniel Walsh, who is a manager in the solar field. So let's talk about why we should regulate. Of course, regulations, laws, acts, those kinds of things are in place to help protect citizens. So specifically for us, we were looking at some of the regulations because everyone here abides by a variety of regulations and all paid more than $1,500 in the past year to keep up with those. So some of the ways we feel like it is helpful to the respective work that we're doing is that it's helping provide safe housing. It's making sure that the beverages that we're taking in are safe. It's making sure that we have safe energy sources being connected to our homes. And then in my field that we're providing quality education. So of course, regulations and laws are not going to be able to protect everyone all the time, but the top positive and top negative thing that came from my survey was the fact that people and citizens are protected as well as employees by certain laws. And one of the top negative ones was that changes can be rapid and sometimes the rules don't really seem relevant, especially with Dan in solar because that's such an emerging industry. But also Matt in the beverage industry mentioned some frustrations about conflicts that they have between local, state, and federal government. So I think too it would be a missed opportunity if we didn't also connect external regulation to two very important things, which include the United States Census being conducted in 2020, and then of course the coronavirus 19. So just to put these regulations into perspective, they help fund over $600 billion of different things that are being improved in our communities. So that includes our roads, utilities, schools, and hospitals. And so participating in the census is really important because it helps allocate those funds. And sometimes I think too it might have an impact on the regulations that kind of come about too. So of course, with the international pandemic that we have right now, just to kind of give us a little background about the impact of other things in the past similar to this, the Spanish flu in 1918 caused over 50 million casualties worldwide. And kind of the current state that we're looking at is the post-World War II international cooperation and the Marshall Plan that was created. So while this event is really unfortunate and of course lives are being lost to it, one of the silver linings and I think one of the cool things that's happening is there's so much open sourcing and sharing of information and resources, just like that post-World War II cooperation, especially from our businesses too. Right, we have manufacturers that are pivoting. So I mentioned Matt, who's at Devil's Backbone. They're pivoting and some of their alcohol is being turned into hand sanitizer that's critical right now. But I did see him recently and he let me know that they were having to source, it was really hard to get ethanol right now because of the tax deductions that are being offered for it. And then also bottling. They had to go to a vinegar maker down in New Orleans to make sure that they could package their product. And then of course too, I think just important to note is the 6.6 million people that filed for unemployment in the United States here recently. So I'd be interested to see how that can impact, can and will impact the future of business and how we treat our workers in America. So just an overview here, regulation and law cannot counteract everything and nor should it. Of course, market forces and certain things can't really be tamed. But we want to make sure that people are protected from other people, especially in cases of abuse in the past, like water and mismanagement of resources with companies like Nestle and DuPont locally. Regulation provides accountability, jobs, and safety, and there are opportunities that we can make regulations and laws more beneficial for people. So thanks for tuning in, folks.